Hi, welcome. Welcome to your weekly tarot reading. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you had a great time with Halloween. As for me, I couldn't sleep for all the weekend because of my hypersensitivity and because of the concept of Halloween, which is around death and fear, right? And that's what I was receiving from the collective, even if it's a very joyful event, right? That's not the point. So, for hypersensitive people, what can happen is that even if it's a joyful moment and that we have fun and we are in joy, it's still, it is still related to concepts that are vibrating very low, like fear and death. And what happened with that is hypersensitive people that have a very um, a seventh chakra well developed, they will receive this concept from the collective, and it will affect them in their vitality, in their emotions, in their sleep. Obviously, I couldn't sleep for all the weekend, believe it or not. I was like hyperactive. It's like my nervous system couldn't really stop. It was 200% engaged, and it was very hard for me. Halloween, it's sad, but that's how I am. So I learned to deal with that. But yeah. So what I kept in the collective, what I received in the collective today for this week, looks like it's gonna be a pretty quiet week. We already have one, and yeah, we have two, and we have three. Let's see. What I have for you this week is very specific. So it's pinpointing a very specific collective. So this is not going to be for everybody. It's talking about traveling, and it's talking about traveling for the purpose of healing your wounds. Some people are thinking right now about leaving either for all the winter or for 1 week or two for the purpose of healing themselves, retrieving part of themselves that they lost along the way, healing their hearts more specifically, retrieving a form of joy and adventure, the inner child, like I spoke last week. This is what the reading is about this week. So I would have a good amount of people that would think right now about planning a travel. Okay, they are thinking about it. And I would say that it's complicated for them. It's very complicated because what I see is that it's not going to be obvious because of their work, because of their work schedule, or because of some form of paper that I don't really know. It can talk about their visa for a country that it's complicated to have, or literally their passport that is not yet either done or that is due to be redue, actually. So you will really need to leave. This is what the reading is telling me. You need to leave because you need to heal your emotions through an adventure that is going to fix the part of yourselves that are wounded, through adventures, through new territories. Really, you're going to be in new territories. And what I see is that it's not a travel that you're used to do. It's not a destination that you will know. It's going to be a place where there's going to be a lot of unknown, which is recommended actually, because by trying to find yourself outside of yourself, you're also going to work as the mirror effect to find yourself back inside of yourself. So this travel need to be not super well planned. It may sound weird, but this is what the universe is telling you. The universe is telling you you have to leave for an adventure. Don't go in all included, for example, okay? You need to aim the feeling of freedom and adventure throughout this travel to really do the work of healing a freedom that you've lost along the way and retrieving this inner child, this kind of vibe of adventure and unknown that is feeding off our souls and firing up our side of, you know, our sense of being alive, literally. So you are being told to aim a travel where you've never been, or if you've been there, do it differently. Do it in a way that you may be afraid to lose yourself, but in fact, it's going to be the opposite that's going to happen. And what I have too is that someone will give you a hand on this planification. And this person is going to give you a hand not on the physical aspect of the planification, but will open the door for you so you can understand what you need to experience, emotionally speaking, through this traveling. So it is someone that is going to appear in your life, in your traveling plan. Either this person will come with you or will just open the door and will wake you up actually on what this travel is about, really. Which side of your emotions are not healed yet, and why you need to go there specifically, and why you need to leave for an adventure that is not perfectly planned, so you can still have a sense of freedom whenever you're gonna land, where you're gonna land, to move around and to let yourself go with the flow. Okay? It is very important. So you need to heal your heart. You need to heal a part of yourself that you lost. You need to retrieve a sense of freedom and independence in your life through this traveling that will need to aim adventure. And I also see that it can be either a cruise, or you would need to be close of the water. Why the water? Because the water is the element of the emotions. And by connecting to that, you're going to help yourself heal what you need to heal through this traveling. So wherever you want to go, either it's on a ship or elsewhere, it's suggested that you're close of the sea, an ocean, or close of a river. It's not important, because water will communicate with you unconsciously. It doesn't need to be conscious. You'll not be aware of it, but it will help you in the energies, filter and transmute what you need to transmute throughout this adventure. It's as simply as that this week. And like I said, this reading is not for everybody, really. It's aiming a very specific collective this week, okay? But for those that were thinking about traveling before Christmas or just after Christmas, we are being strongly suggested to aim a place where there is water or to be on the water. That's it for this week. That's it. I love you so much, and I wish you an amazing week.